There's 12,000 Airbnb properties in Playa del Carmen as we speak. There's 9,000 properties in Tulum, and there are 900 properties in Bacalar.
1/10 the size of Tulum right now.
It's crazy, man. Welcome, Wanderlusters, investors, and free spirits. Today, we are diving into one of the hottest real estate markets in Mexico, Bacalar. So if you're an investor, a future homeowner, of just curious of this market on the rise, stay with me and let's explore it together. First thing I want to say is I would love for this place to be a national park and for this pristine environment never to be touched by human hands. However, there is infrastructure being built very close to this place, and the Mayan train will connect Bacalar and will make it a destination super accessible for people that are already going to Tulum. I think we can actually find a balance between sustainability, Mother Nature, economics, and social wellness for everyone. With that being said, if you want to invest in this area, first thing that you need to know is I wouldn't suggest buying in ejido lands that don't have deed and title, which is very risky. Number two, always check what's happening with the water. Is there water treatment systems? What's going to happen with waste? What kind of technologies do they have in these properties? That is something that's very, very key. And if you're just going to come down and visit Bacalar, please don't wear sunscreen. If you're gonna get into the lagoon, don't stand on the stromatolitos, the stromatolites. They're some of the oldest organisms on planet Earth, and there's a lot of them in Bacalar, and I believe Bacalar is one of the few places that has these forms, and they produce so much oxygen just like trees. So we have to make sure that we don't step on it, we don't cut them, we really protect them.
Now, as far as the lake goes, this is the second largest freshwater lake in Mexico. What are some other things that make Bacalar really special?
First one, they call it the Mexican Maldives. The different tonalities of the lagoon will change depending on what's underneath it. If you take the boat tour, they're gonna show you all the cenotes. They're probably gonna take you to the rapids, which are full of stromatolites. They're also going to take you to the Canal de los Piratas. There's a pirate fort here.
Yeah, there's a huge fort in Bacalar. You would think, why on a lake would they put a fort? There was actually pirates that would come in. The timber that was here was so valuable, people would come to rob it. So now everyone appreciates it for the nature and not for cutting down the wood. So just a little interesting part of the history of Bacalar.
I agree. There's also a really cool archaeological site, which you know a little bit more than I do.
Ixcabal is a site, it's bigger than Chichen Itza, and that is going to be opened near here. So that is another huge development. Plus there's also a lot of sites that are close to the Guatemalan border. They're really incredible. Some have huge faces on the side of the temple. There's Calakmul, which is two huge pyramids. They're the tallest ones in this part of the reserve here. So there's a lot of really interesting things to see here.
Another very interesting reason of why a lot of people are coming here is because it's fresh water. It's not salt water. There is no sargassum seaweed here. So that's also a huge reason of why people are investing here. Let's talk about the future of Bacalar and the growth that's taking place. As we know, we have the Mayan train coming along, which will connect the entire Yucatan Peninsula. I honestly think that one of the cities that's going to be impacted beneficially by tourism the most is Bacalar. And why is that? Because before, if you wanted to come from Playa del Carmen to Bacalar, it's a 4-hour drive. From Tulum, you're talking about maybe a 3-hour drive. However, with the Mayan train, you're gonna be from Tulum to Bacalar's Mayan train station in about, let's say, an hour and 45 minutes. That's what people do from the Cancun airport to Tulum. And Tulum received 2.5 million visitors to the Tulum archaeological sites. All those people, if there's sargassum in Tulum, are going to be coming down to Bacalar, because imagine a luxury train with high-speed internet, air conditioning. Basically, what I think is going to extend the nights that people are going to stay in Quintana Roo and Yucatan Peninsula.
Another thing that is accessibility. You have Chetumal Airport, which is more of a regional airport, but there's Tulum Airport. So you're going to have two accesses to this area on both sides of Bacalar.
Correct. And the Chetumal Airport just got expanded. There was an additional investment. It's part of the Mayan train federal investment. And Tulum Airport, it's a little further down south of Tulum. That being said, it's even closer. People are going to fly in Tulum Airport, which they're projecting to have 5 million yearly passengers. They are going to take the train and they're going to be in Bacalar in around an hour and 45 minutes. There's also a lot of national Mexicans flying from Mexico City down to Chetumal because it's cheaper to fly from Mexico City to Chetumal than to fly from Mexico City to Cancun's airport. You don't have any hassles of car rentals in the airport in Cancun or anything like that. It's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to rent a car, and you're in Bacalar in 15-20 minutes.
All right, so let's talk about what real estate is here, what options you have right now as things develop. What type of properties are on the market now or are going to be on the market soon?
Let's start by what everyone wants, which is the lagoon front properties with your private pier. The gated community that we're recording this video, it's a very low density area. They're very large lots. There's a lot of privacy. I mean, the next pier is all the way over there and the next pier is all the way over there. So you don't see your neighbors. These lots start around $500,000, and it's very rare to be able to get a lagoon front lot because there's a lot of people from Chetumal, the capital of the state, that invested here a long time ago.
So there's the town of Bacalar, but of course the lake is 42 kilometers. This area is considered Buena Vista?
Yes, correct. The northern side of the lagoon is called Buena Vista, and there's still some really good opportunities in this area. I've heard that the growth of Buena Vista is going to be exponential for sure, and there's a lot of opportunities going here because downtown, like we said, all the really good locations are already taken. Then there's Las Brisas, and then there's downtown, and then south of the lagoon all the way to Xulha, you're going to see what I like to call, if you know Playa del Carmen, Mayacoba is a little bit further north of Playa del Carmen, but it's the most luxurious and exclusive area of Playa. That's how I feel the south part of the lagoon is going to be developed as, because let's remember that there's two municipalities here. There's the Bacalar municipality and there's the Otonpe Blanco municipality, and both have different urban development plans and different zonings and regulations. The south side of the lagoon, that's where you will find Acalqui, which is an incredible hotel. You're going to find Habitats Bacalar. Just as an example, when I mentioned the top Tulum players are developing down here, Habitats, they're renting at $700 a night here. And they've got lagoon front villas, which are breathtaking. And speaking about Mayacoba, Vine & Tree is also going to open a hotel here. Just to give you an idea, there's 12,000 Airbnb properties in Playa del Carmen as we speak. There's 9,000 properties in Tulum, and there are 900 properties in Bacalar.
1/10 the size of Tulum right now.
It's crazy, man. And there are only 1,200 hotel rooms in Bacalar. Now, something that we can talk about is the demand is rising, there's growth, supply is very low as we speak, and there are different opportunities. You can buy lakefront lots or villas, houses. Also, you can buy some land that's not lagoon front. We have some lots available starting at $40,000 for 800 square meters, give or take, all the way to 1,400 square meters at around $80,000. Those are in pre-sale, so you would only need 30% down. That's a really low investment. And then you can build a house there. They are a little bit further in the jungle, very close to the Lake of Bacalar, and the idea is for them to have, it's not a beach club, it's a lagoon club. Then we have some other condos that are being built very close to the Bacalar Mayan train station. It's 1 block away. There's 1 and 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom start right under the $200,000, and 2 bedrooms are around the $250,000, under $300,000 price point. And then you also have 3 bedroom units around the $350,000, a little bit lower than $400,000, some with lagoon views and some with a lagoon view from your rooftop private pool. There are also houses and villas on the 2nd or 3rd line to the lagoon, and you can find them anywhere around $390,000, $400,000. Obviously, those prices are subject to change, and that's the prices right now shooting the video May 2023. There has been lots that had had equities and appreciation of 350% in the past 3 years. It's crazy, but there's still really good opportunities as we speak.
And the cool thing about Bacalar is it's a very rich area. There's a lot of farming, there's a lot of products, There's a lot of pineapples that are grown here. Quintana Roo is the 5th largest producer in Mexico. As you drive down the road, you see all this production of pineapples and mangoes and things. So it's a beautiful area to visit and also to come and stay.
And we actually have a buyer's guide for Bacalar with all the information that you need to make a safe investment. So if you would like to have this buyer's guide, we will leave the link on the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you have any questions or inquiries regarding this hot market, please send us a WhatsApp message using the link below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Ring that notification bell so that you're notified as soon as we update a new video. Greetings from the Mexican Caribbean, and have an abundant life.